night time. Following to Radhika, what is meaning of that? Following the name of Radhika is meaning. If you are always chanting, name is not, you live in the name, that is the following of Radha Rasa. When you stop chanting the name, you drop to follow Radhika and you start following material world. This I got realization in night time. When the problem comes, I start thinking how to solve it. Then I said, no. Then it's realization. Now is the time for you. You follow to Radhika, then chant the name. And if you not follow Radhika, then think. So you far from Radhika's following. So now that time I realize when the problem comes of Pujari, that time I realize what is meaning of following to Radhika. When you follow to Radhika, automatic problem solved. Right?
Right.
And when you not follow the Radha, and you are not thinking, you are thinking nonsense. Mind is working, ego is working, and you want to solve the problem. That you are not following his name. Through name we can follow. Sri Radha. Understand Radha Krsna Baba? So again start to take care of Radha Rasa. And how much you can do, you can know how much you follow. Maybe in beginning Nama Bharts, but when the real following will happen, meaning of name will be really useful. That you are really following. This was in my night realization. When my mind is going to think, that time I see that I am not following now. Then I say, what is your bhajan kriya? Kriya I am different. But even kriya is different and no bhajan is happening. So totally no following. That experience come in night time to me. And you see, when I start following, I start chanting and I sleep. And our problem solved. So understand this. Radhe Rasa. That's little realization happens. Without problem, if you not come out from problem, how you can realize? Realization only happens when the problems come. When not to do and you have to do, then you realize.
I was listening, you can realize in any moment, also when you are in the bathroom or in
Yes. Just any moment, any moment. Any moment. In the bed also I realize I am not was there.
yeah.
I was lying bed and taking,
Oh, here I feel
turning only in the bed. And that moment I realized.
When I go to sleep, for me now it's not the best moment, but I feel very peaceful anytime I go to bed.
Yeah,
The best moment
because you are
check myself.
spiritually very elevated. So in previous life, we don't know your previous life.
I've been asking,
Very saintly.
I was the same.
Santo.
So that's why it's
Santo.
like Arun Sand, West River. I was the same. This life.
We carry many saints of them. In famous saints, one saint you also.
What?
Famous saint, many saints, I don't know the name. But one saint you was also there. Because of your grace, I said to your mother, she go in pension, 6 years before. Because of you. She is lucky, she can go in pension.
With an accident, they kept up 7 years of work because of that. So she can go.
He come here and his mercy goes to mother.
Wow.
Very nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
How merciful Mahaprabhu Gurudev is to give this name. We can chant anytime, any place, always to follow Radha.
Following to Radhika. Every moment you can be following. In a sadhak deha you follow. And siddha deha you get it.
Shri Radha. Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 94. O beautiful daughter of King Rishabhani, Vrindavana's transcendental Cupid always flatters your maidservants in so many ways, desiring the festival of your indescribable mercy. I praise your beautiful feet, for which waves of very blissful, constant passion always flow. O beautiful daughter of King Vrishabhanu, Vrindavana's transcendental Cupid always flatters your maidservants in so many ways, desiring the festival of your indescribable mercy. I praise your beautiful feet, from which waves of very blissful, constant passion always flow. Once, Shrimati Radhika eagerly waited the whole night for Krishna in her self-decorated kunja, but he did not show up. Only at daybreak he came before her with clear signs of Chandravali's lovemaking on his body. With eyes reddened of anger, Shrimati then told him, "O Damodara, just surrender to that goddess who fulfills all your desires and by whose mercy you will become happy, and serve her, whose footlock colors your head, whose chewed betel nuts illuminate your mouth, and whose spotless flower garland that first adorned her bud-like breast now beautifies your neck." Shrimati now assumes the mood of Dhira Dhira Naika, Dhira Adhira Naika, who chastises.
Dhira means very patient. Adhira means to lose the patience. Dhira and Adhira, both nature. Sometimes very patience and sometimes no patience. Very unbalanced. She don't know how to do. Very angry, out of control. And the healing is so patient, she don't mind anything. Because Krishna becomes tired with his Dhira nature. For his pleasure, she behaves Adhira, not for herself, to show her angriness. Because now he no interest in his prayers. He likes when somebody becomes angry and heavy with him. Then he feels more love. Nobody do to him. So she has to do for Krishna, not for herself. That is teaching. Everything has to do for our Swami, not for us. Right.
Shrimati now assumes the mood of Dhira Adhira Naika, who chastises her unfaithful lover with crooked words. No amount of humble words can soothe the pique of such a heroine. Shripada, in his kinkari form, is engaged in Swamini's service, following her like her shadow. When Swamini is sad, her maidservants are sad. And when Swamini is happy, they are happy. They have no separate desires from Swamini. Mohana helplessly takes shelter of these maidservants and appeals to her with folded hands and flattering words. Blessed are these maidservants. The greatest mystics, gods and devotees pray to Lord Krishna for his audience without attaining it. But this self-same Krishna prays to Radhika's maidservants for her audience.
Again,
Blessed are these maidservants. The greatest mystics, gods, and devotees pray to Lord Krishna for his audience without attaining it. But this self-same Krishna prays to Radhika's maidservants for her audience. I am praying for the mercy festival of your mistress, but that depends on your mercy. Please make me qualified to receive her mercy.
without my servant, we will never become qualified to receive her. We cannot understand how to receive her mercy. So if we want to receive her mercy, we have to learn with the maidservants of Radhika. How to receive that mercy. We will not understand without her what is behind the reason of her angerness, adhir nature, imbalance, how she become imbalanced. Some patience person become imbalanced. Is very difficult to understand without her mercy. Dasis of God.
I am praying for the mercy festival of your mistress, but that depends on your mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please make me qualified to receive her mercy.
Right.
The maidservant sees the culprit standing before her with folded hands and tells him, "Your offense is not small. How many obstacles our tender princess Radhika did not have to overcome to meet you here in this kunja. how miserably she has spent the night here, all alone. And a womanizer like you cannot understand the pain she feels when you go to some other girl's kunja and come to her only the next morning to straw salt in her wounds by showing her the love marks of another girl on your limbs. Go, we don't want to see you here anymore. Shri Krishna then says, who else but you can bring me to her? Who shall I turn to when you let me down? The maidservant replies, your offense was very grave, and I want you to suffer for it. Go and suffer for your deeds. I cannot pray to Swamini for your sake.
You see, what is the behavior of Mr. with Krishna? Radhika is not heavy like this, but the maid servant is so heavy, you cannot imagine. What is Radhika explained? Same nature, her nature goes to maid servant. She is angry, maid servant become angry. To increase that love more and more. That my Swami can relish. At the same time, inside of maid servant, that he not go. Anger also is there, but not go Krishna is also there. You will see that. They are angry, at the same moment Krishna is praying to them. And then he is rejecting him like anything. You cannot imagine how is a beautiful love. Is coming, flowing from her vessel. That love is so many love comes through the vessel. She cannot become so angry, but maid servant showing her anger through maid servant. That's right. Who will teach without maid servant or Radhika? Without following them, how I will learn this? The beauty of the maid servant. Maid servant is happy when she is happy. Maid servant is unhappy when she is unhappy. Why shadow of Radhika? Because of this. This is the shadow of Radhika. Shadow of Radhika. This is the beauty of the maid servant. They are just shadow. What is happening to Radhika, you can see in the person.
And the parts also feel what the flower feels.
Yes. Birds feel that what a flower feels. All that feelings is so one, at the same time they are two. This is the very, very, very special mercy of Chaitanya.
Then, in order to please the maidservant, Krishna pitifully prays to her in so many ways. Seeing Krishna's eagerness, the maidservant says, "All right, if you are so pathetic, I will try to do something for you, but never do it again."
You see? Why? Because Krishna is not important for it. He is more pathetic for Radhika if we go like this. In 10 minutes after, Radhika will say, "Bring Krishna." How she will bring? If we become angry. Here is threatened. Met seven threatened Krishna. Never do again. You can imagine. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Met seven say, "You cannot do again." Yes, I will not do again. Sorry, this time please help me. I don't believe you. Never repeat it. No, I will not repeat it. All conditions she makes with Krishna. And Krishna says yes, 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 like a devotee. Why to teach what is the meaning of Sharanagati, what is the meaning of devotion. Yeah. Totally surrendered to my Radhika. I cannot live without her. Totally surrendered to him. Mistake happened, but I will not repeat it. It's true that I went to Chandravali. I don't like what happened. It's true that he bite my lips, but never I will do again. Whole night I was there in this puja, but I will never do again. Accepting mistake, no denial. And after that, made seven to help Krishna. Angerness and to solve the problem is also there. She only solved the problem of us. Sri Radhe Radhe.
Because he is repenting.
Not repenting, his nature will never change. Then how he will know nothing? Just now we want to pacify the ego. But his naughtiness, if God and Krishna is not there, he is naughty, that naughtiness is important for him. You want to relish all the mood of Radhika. They come for this from Goloka to do this. And teach this to all, to soul. That if you have like this devotion and love, I will do for helping to all of you in Kali Yuga and Dwapar. Kali Yuga time. Mahaprabhu is opening, easy to realize. Follow the Radhika, means follow the name. Always live in the name, is following to her. Name make you to follow. And try to learn from the manjaris. How they are kind and strong in the service of life. Sri Radha.
All right. If you are so pathetic, I will try to do something for you. But never do it again. Will you always remember how much you suffered this time? Nagara answers with folded hands.
Sri Radha, take the darshan of this path.
Surely I will remember. Please go to your Swamini and try to please her for my sake. I will never commit such an offense again. The maidservant says, I don't believe you. You're
Liar, who can believe to liar?
You're such a liar and a womanizer.
Two person you cannot believe. Liar and a womanizer. If somebody is a liar, you cannot believe. And somebody is a womanizer, you cannot believe. He will get small chance, he will do it.
There is a similar conversation when Prabhupada went to look for Krishna, and he was at Chandara's house, and there is a conversation when there is Krishna that's only pretending to be serious, but in reality is only cheating.
You see, how much you go, you relish. So say, I don't believe you, because you are a liar also, and more a good quality that you are a womanizer. You cannot live without woman. Two persons not believe. And in one person is two things is there, never believe this. And this is the quality of you can see this. How sweet he is. And liar, womanizer become liar. Their nature, they are both together. If somebody is a womanizer, he will sure lie. Liar can improve, but womanizer, liar cannot improve. He has to lie because he is a womanizer. He will say, no, we never do this. Yeah.
And if you imitate this in this world, you will perish. Over.
Then,
Really finished,
yeah,
100%.
yeah, it's Krishna, they are chastising. What about in this material world? If you do this, you are nowhere.
Very, very.
And who now follow Radha's Krishna, they become this way. They start following Krishna. These all qualities come to them. Why? Because these are the qualities of Krishna. Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
You walk on a,
I don't.
you walk on a razor blade. On a razor blade.
The maidservant says, I don't believe you. You're such a liar and womanizer. When the tender golden body of my Swamini must unite with you, it will burn to ashes. I should protect her from associating with people like you.
He's a pure.
These chastisements of the maidservants give Krishna inconceivable happiness.
You see?
Yeah.
Somebody love me because their maidservants so much in love with me, so much cares to me. Nobody cares. And this give happiness. They not understand. I am the Supreme Lord. And I am a super soul and they are soul. I have to be, go to all souls. They don't understand. They think they are right. They see this beauty inside me. All are praying to me, but they are just adding to me. I never listen to these sweet words. Who loves me so much. Not only Radhika loves me, but the maidservants also love me very much. Yeah.
These chastisements of the maidservants give Krishna inconceivable happiness. Shri Krishna, who is an ocean of love,
Ocean of love. So much love he has. You cannot imagine. Full of it. Somebody asks from Krishna something, he not give, is not possible. Because he is ocean of love. And these waves are coming from Radhika. So these waves, ocean is with the waves. So Radha is there always with Krishna. So he is the ocean of love because of Radha. He knows only to give. like to listen this type of chastisement from more dearest person.
Krishna, who is an ocean of love and a mine of jewel-like qualities, is always eager to relish the sweet nectar of Shri Radhika's man, and the maid servant helps by chastising him like this.
Srila.
The maid servant consoles Mohana by saying, "Sit down here for a while. I'm going in first to see what I can do."
How kind maid servant. They forget. Why? Because she knows about Swami. This Swami is angry, and after 2 minutes she will become anxious to see me. I have to be very careful about her. She will forget in 2 minutes after everything. She is going to increase the love of Krishna, to make more anxious to him. But no anger necessary. I will see how she is now. See the my servant, how to his Radhika is servant.
She approaches Srimati and sees that her peak has cooled off somewhat.
Cooled off. And she started missing Krishna. Peak is cooled off. Dheerasti. Italian natures are like this. Immediate they cool off.
Swamini breathes deeply, so the maidservant thinks, "I think that if I start glorifying Mohana's sweet attributes a little bit now, she will give up her peak." Then she says out loud, "O Vrishabhanu Nandini, I know that you are angry, but over there, Vrindatavi's Cupid is so eager for your mercy that he considers the whole world to be void, empty." The maidservant wisely does not pronounce Krishna's name, but simply calls him Vrindavana's Cupid, so that Swamini will remember all of his attractive attributes, like flute playing, his sweetness and his beauty, and she will understand that it is useless to maintain her peak.
Manjaris increase knows the trick how to change mood. You see trick? How she use the tricks, how to change mood. Manjaris who practice, they know the nature how to change the mood of others. These are the qualities of Bhagavad. In sadhana they are and siddha they are. So Mahaprabhu said, when you will change your mood of others, you have to be Karnataka. If you ego living, you cannot do that. Changing the mood, which you have to be very humble, very, very humble, and very tolerance. Radha Rani Mas. You see, only follow her. She do everything. Honest. What I can do. But she wants that everything can happen. He himself comes. I say, excuse my mistakes. Forgive. Start your life. Mahaprabhu teaching, I can see that. You see, manjaris knows how to change the mind. Right? She was so angry, and how one word she said that might change. These tricks, Karmi don't know without mercy of Radhika. Karmi, how they can know? Their ego is so high they cannot understand. Humbleness is also something existing in this universe. Ego is so high. The goddess can change your mind. Depend upon the maidservant. If she is intelligent, she can change the mind of the goddess. Mood. This is the service. See the spirit, but you are thinking of where we can get it. How we will learn without manjaris. Manjaris can control the Creator, Supreme Lord, and change the mind of the Swami. Only she knows the heart. She said the word that my Swami move forget and the attraction grows again. Wow. Yeah.
Even Raganugas cannot understand it.
No.
Only that.
Only the Mahaprabhu associate. Some also who said they don't believe in Radhika, they cannot understand. There are.
Right.
The maidservant wisely does not pronounce Krishna's name, but simply calls him Vrindavana's Cupid, so that Swamini will remember.
Mana in Hindi, Chittacho, Vrindavan Cupid. Chittacho. Chitta means your heart is killer. Chittacho. Chor means stealing. Stealer.
So Swamini will remember all of his attractive attributes, like his flute playing, his sweetness and his beauty. And she will understand that it is useless to maintain her peak. She realizes that if she does not become pleased now, she will feel sorry for it later. And she will have to send a duty to search for Krishna again. The maidservant understands by looking at Swamini's face that it is a good time now to bring Nagara before her lotus feet.
To see the spiritual mercy, manjari mercy, and material world. Right? Ego plays so heavy game. Done. No other chance in this circumstance. And in these circumstances, again to see, without pure love is not possible. Unconditional love can be possible only my material identification will never accept this. Ego will become so high and senses will feel different way. Body will feel different way and mind will work very negative. This is the difference of material consciousness and spiritual consciousness. We will act so foolishly in material circumstances, there is no example of this.
If he will fall at her feet now and beg for forgiveness, then she will give up her peak. The maidservant thus returns to Nagara and tells him, "Look, I think that her peak has come down somewhat. If you go to her now and beg for forgiveness, you can get her mercy." By saying this, the maidservant creates a wave of rasa in Nagara's heart.
Yeah.
With great passion, Shyam Nagara stares at Swamini's lotus feet. Manini sits down in a pensive mood, holding her lowered head in her left hand.
That's right.
Her feet are moistened by sweat drops that look like drops of honey trickling from a lotus flower. Seeing Mohana Nagara's passionate glance, the maidservant thinks, it is as if Krishna's passion trickles from these lotus feet like honey drops in the form of these sweat drops. That is why she says, streams of deep passion flow from her lotus feet. Now, Mohana falls at these long cherished lotus feet and begs for forgiveness. Srimati gives up her peak, and from this proceeds a new meeting for the divine couple, which is hot and sweet at the same time, like boiling sugar cane juice.
Sweet and hot. Sri Radha. Radha.
O Princess of Rishabhanu, O beloved of Krishna, in order to get the great festival of your mercy, Vraja's Cupid, Mohana, flatters your maidservant with praises. O Radhe, intense, blissful,
Sri Ram.
and passionate Rasika pastimes are flowing like waves from your lotus feet.
Sri Radha.
Prabhudananda says, I praise your divine lotus feet and circumambulate them every day.
Radha.